Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today I want to talk about YouTube. Now, we have this perception that YouTube and others like it are this basically like a bastion of equality. Anybody can be discovered, but somebody was able to pierce the veil of what essentially Google keeps secret, and that's YouTube's numbers. And well, let me just say thank you for watching this on YouTube, given these numbers. And let's dive in because Zoe Ahmed of TechSpot had a really good write-up on this, and a team of researchers led by Ethan Zuckerman at the University of Massachusetts Amherst basically devised a way to essentially do this. They programmed essentially a program that guesses random video URLs until it stumbles upon legitimate uploads. Now, if you didn't know, every YouTube video, if you're watching this, has a random identifier, youtube.com/watch/ this random set of numbers, letters, etc., that essentially make this video unique to any other video you would be watching there. So their program essentially scrapes this, randomly generating these character strings and then checking for matches. Essentially, what it's doing is drunk dialing the platform to see if a video exists. And so by virtue of that, they attempted more than 18 trillion potential URLs using this randomized methodology and were able to identify just over 10,000 real videos in those URL potentials. That basically means that for every 1.87 billion attempts they tried, they got one video. That's absolutely crazy. So if a person were to conduct this search, basically doing 3 seconds an attempt, it would take you 178 years to reproduce a single video, and they found over 10,000. That's the power of computing. So with that, these findings are absolutely insane. So for one, the research estimates that there are about 14.8 billion total videos on YouTube as of mid-2024. That's an insane amount of videos. And not surprisingly, most of these have been barely watched. The median YouTube upload has just 41 views, with 4% garnering no views at all. Over 74% have no comments, 89% have no likes. The production values also are all over the map as well. I do this kind of like a guerrilla style, but I do take time to put cover pages, all that kind of stuff. I will re-record if I'm totally flubbing things up, or let's say I'm sick, etc. But only 14% of videos had a professional set or background. I mean, if you're watching this, I think my office is pretty professional looking. Only 38% showed any kinds of signs of editing. More than half of them had shaky camera work. Audio quality varies in about 85% of the videos. 40%, just 40%, are simply music tracks with no voiceover. And the typical YouTube video is just 64 seconds long, with over a third of them being shorter than 33 seconds. I don't know what you're putting out for 32 seconds, but okay. So these numbers paint a very different picture, obviously, from how YouTube portrays itself. They originally branded themselves as a space for ordinary people to broadcast yourself, but their messaging is now shifting. So YouTube CEO Neil Mohan recently described his role as enabling influencers to build careers, stating that, quote, YouTubers are becoming the startups of Hollywood. In other words, it's not just this equality platform where everybody puts stuff out and can possibly be looked at. They're really focusing now on the influencer side of this, and obviously the money generation through advertising. And so one of the senior researchers basically said on Zuckerman's team, told the BBC that this overlooks a crucial reality. YouTube is not just an entertainment hub. It's now a form of digital infrastructure. And the case that they make is that just 0.21% of the sampled videos had any kind of sponsorship or advertising. Meaning, by virtue of that, you are talking about the elites. Only a few people are watching it. There's a few Mr. Beasts out there. We're all not that, right? Or we have niche markets. I focus on cybersecurity, so if you're watching or listening to this, you're here because of cybersecurity, right? I'm not putting on challenges or living in some kind of influencer house in the Hollywood Hills or something, right? Only 4% had common calls to actions like liking, commenting, subscribing. I say that at the very end of my videos, although you should subscribe, please do. And the vast majority weren't polished content, but rather just personal expressions. So kind of like the old camcorder days. And I think that's partially true here, but this is what we're talking about, right? We've got essentially this system out there. And so if you're finding things on YouTube, it's because you're searching for niche. But if you're expecting to go onto YouTube and basically become like the next Tom Cruise or something like that, It's not going to happen. 14.8 billion, and most of them aren't really even being watched. And so here we are. Now, I'm not trying to be a Mr. Beast or a Kim Kardashian or anything like that. I'm just trying to deliver information on cybersecurity, in the same way that, like, I'm not getting paid for this. This is a labor of love, that dovetails with my day job, which actually pays my bills. So we'll see. But here we are. So that is YouTube in a nutshell. Not quite what you think. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me on YouTube, where you are hopefully watching this. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks all.